caution at the end of lap number 3. Spanaway Washington's Derrike, the winner here in 1990. And who did he beat? Dale Earnhardt on the last lap. 62-year-old Cope on the 3rd lap in number 15.
Looks like maybe a tire went down. It just happened very slowly as he came into turn 3.
Daytona 500.
That's like back in your era, Jeff.
Oh no! Almirola Bowman.
Oh, the 24's on his side. Remember what I said, Clint, about 21 cars? I don't know if we got there, but man, that took out a lot of race cars and a lot of great race cars in there.
I know Eric Almirola was one of the front ones up in
that heavy rain down here overnight.
Tyler Reddick. That is a dozen of destruction.
Well, we talk about being aggressive, bump drafting, switching lanes here early on. Only 14 laps into this 200-lap race.
Oh, Eric Almirola, who won his dual race, thought he had a great shot for the 500.
Busch coming from Kyle Busch to his teammate Christopher Bell. Now that's going to get him to the rear bumper.
Big shot.
Oh, he just got over on that right side.
I could tell you another part of that equation, Jeff. These cars, they have skew in the rear ends. That's obviously for speed and make the cars go fast, make them pull up to other cars. It's also, in my experience, makes them squirrely. When that car hits him, it pushes that car into the steer of the rear end, and it can turn you in a heartbeat.
We're so reminiscent when Eric Almirola lost the lead in the closing yards of this race in 2018.
He was along for the ride. As soon as that contact hit, it just turned his car right. He took the words right out of my mouth. Unbelievable. Crushing blow to so many teams, so many efforts that it goes into having fast cars and being at this Daytona 500. That was a lot of heavy hitters in this one.
We're going to ride with Ryan Newman through this.
Well, look at that 24 car go up on the side on 2 wheels.
Smashed just as badly as he got with his primary car
that's
Thursday
his
night.
backup car.
At least a dozen cars involved. Oh, David Reagan torn up as well.
Airline's got a little bit more of a run. 43 closing on you. But now still has got spinning top, spinning top, spinning top.
Just nothing you can do when it happens up front like that.
Carnage in the first 15 laps of the Daytona 500. Riding with Kurt Busch. That's Tyler Reddick right behind.
Stay low, stay low, stay low, stay low, stay low. Spinning.
You can see how fast he got to the impact. Didn't take long to get to the crash, does it, Jeff?
No, it doesn't, especially when it happens to one of those guys running.
Worst case scenario, too, has that big run coming up on what we all know is happening.
Jumps on the brakes here, a little wheel hop. He's in it at that point.
Look at that heart rate skyrocketing.
Jamie McMurray started this race at a heart rate of 100, so that
Daytona or Talladega.
So there is some of the cause. Here is the effect.
Oof. Big crunch to the front nose. And you know, Eric Almirola, he's prepared for this. He's looking in his mirror. Spotters telling him, big run coming. You're just holding the wheel straight, knowing that bump is going to come. And then, if you're Christopher Bell, you're trying to square up on the rear bumper. It just looked to me like one car moved left and the other car moved right at the worst possible time as they made contact.
Yeah, absolutely. You're right. As you're looking in the mirror, that spotter's telling you, all right, 3, 2, 1. That's telling you how close he's getting. As soon as he feels that, as soon as you feel that big bump coming, that car's going to do something. It's good.
Hamlin on point.
Oh, red. Quin Houff and Chase Briscoe.
And caution is out for the 3rd time at lap 38.
He had just looked up naturally and was looking where the 14 was. He was back in like a 3-car pack off of the field a little bit.
Now, those cars were on the lead lap in 22nd and 23rd positions.
Limping back to pit road.
Yeah, we're going to have to back it up a little bit more. They're already spun right there.
Clearly contact or, you know, something happened between these two guys that got him. Right there. He's doing everything he can.
Long for the ride.
There goes Chase Elliott. Let's ride with him through this.
Just staying inside. It's free as in your mirror. The 5 top gonna hit. Mid, down, good down.
Boy, great job by Chase Elliott, as well as his spotter, Eddie DeHunt, helping him get through it. Now remember, the 20 machine of Christopher Bell, that car only changed right side tires on that last pit stop.
And Jamie McMurray's involved. Have help. No, they come down to block. Logano goes back up. Keselowski with him. McDowell in tow. Dillon on the bottom.
It runs on top. Oh! Teammates.
Around they go in a hard crash. Kyle Busch.
Larson.
Caution is out.
Bubba Wallace is in this. Austin Cindric. Hard hit by Kyle Busch.
Caution's out.
McDowell is first to the line, but will have to go back to the moment of caution, which ends the race. Brad Keselowski is climbing out. He's okay. Joey Logano, we see taking off the gloves and the steering wheel.
You're going to see some emotion on this guy if this comes back official.
A lot of tore up race cars.
All the Chevys torn up. You saw Priest with damage. Chase Elliott with damage.
This was a really hard hit. Kyle Busch, when he came in.
Yes. And the AMR safety crew very quickly on the scene, being directed.
Look at the damage to the wall.
It's a bumper cover up there. And there's Kyle Busch climbing out. That is a great sign, and that means everybody has climbed from their cars at the moment of caution.
Huge run, went for it. Joey was obviously had to block.
Ahead of Chase Elliott.
And Michael McDowell from Glendale, Arizona, for Bob Jenkins Front Row Motorsports, has won the Daytona 500.
How about that?
Man.
That's a huge win for Michael McDowell and that team. Doesn't get any bigger than this.
And a huge crash to secure the victory. The big one on the final lap in the final corner of the Daytona 500. Brad Keselowski gets hard into the wall trying to win the Daytona 500, and Kyle Busch piles in at over 190 miles an hour. Let's join Vince Welch.
Big push. He went to make the move. He's got so much momentum. There's nothing more that he could do. And I think Joey Logano didn't make an abrupt move. He just tried to slowly slow down that momentum, and they made contact.
And in hindsight, when you look at it now that you've seen the wreck and know what happened, well, he wrecked his teammate. That's not the case. He was going for the biggest race of his career. He hasn't won this Daytona 500.
Let's ride with the Toyota onboard camera and Bubba Wallace.
Oh, big hit.
I love what I saw out of Bubba Wallace's decision making there, though. He let those guys race.